gentlemen. We are on the Marut now, so that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know if it's Marut, Marut, I don't know what it is. It's M-A-R-U-T, and it's a gigantic fucking eyeball in a suit of armor, so I hope it just doesn't get dry eye. The lore on it, it's a nigh unstoppable inevitable, or the nigh unstoppable inevitables serve a singular purpose. They enforce contracts forged in the Hall of Coordinates in the city of Sigil. Primus, the leader of the Modrons, created Maruts and other inevitables to bring order to dealings between planar folk. Many creatures, including Yugoloths, will enter into a contract with inevitables if asked. Cosmic Enforcers. The Hall of Coordinates is an embassy of pure law in Sigil, the city of doors. In the hall, two parties who agree to mutual terms and who pay the requisite gold to a Kulirut, a mechanical engine of absolute jurisprudence, can have their contract chiseled into a sheet of gold that is placed into the chest of a Marut. From the moment until the contract is fulfilled, the Marut is bound to enforce its terms and punish any party who breaks them. A Marut resorts to lethal force only when the contract calls for it, when the contract is fully broken or when the Marut is attacked. Word is law. Inevitables care nothing for the spirit of an agreement, only the letter. A Marut enforces what is written, not what is meant by or supposed to be understood from the writing. A Kulirut rejects contracts that contain vague, contradictory, or unenforceable terms. Beyond that, it doesn't care whether both parties understand what they're agreeing to. A small army of solicitors wait outside the Hall of Coordinates, eager to sell their expertise in the crafting or vetting of contracts. Constructed nature. A Marut doesn't require air, food, drink, or sleep. But, like I said, it's a gigantic eyeball in a suit of armor. I really think it needs to carry, like, some fucking eye drops or something to keep that eye from moistening. Not keep it from being... to keep it from being dry is what I meant. I'm just too tired for this. The Marut is a large construct, inevitable, lawful neutral. It's an AC of 22, natural armor. Hit point count average of 432, but the dice roll is 32d10 plus 256, and speed of 40 feet and a flying speed of 30 feet, hover. It's a strength of 28 plus 9, dexterity of 12 plus 1, constitution of 26 plus 8, intelligence of 19 plus 4, wisdom of 15 plus 2, and a charisma of 18 plus 4. It has the saving throws are intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, which are 12, 10, 12. Its skills are insight, intimidation, and perception, which are 10, 12, and 10. Its damage resistances are thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. Its damage immunities are poison. Its condition immunities are charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, and unconscious. Its senses are dark vision up to 60 feet. I would say do 120 just because it'll give it a little bit more of that oomph because it is a gigantic eyeball and a construct. I would say do that. And a passive perception of 20. It speaks all languages but rarely speaks. It's a challenge rating of 25, 75,000 experience points. That's my bad. It has these abilities. Immutable form. The Marut is immune to any spell or effect that could alter its form, so you can't just form it into a gigantic eyeball chicken. Innate spellcasting. The Marut's innate spellcasting ability is intelligence, spell save DC of 20. The Marut can innately cast the following spells requiring no material components. At will, plane shift on itself only. Has legendary resistance, so 3 times a day. The Marut fails a saving throw. It can choose to succeed that failed saving throw instead. Excuse me. It has magic resistance. The Marut has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. It has multi-attack. It can make 2 slam attacks. The unerring slam, melee weapon attack, automatic hit. Whew, shit. Reach of 5 feet on one target, 60 force damage, and the target is pushed up to 5 feet away from the Marut if it's a huge or smaller. It's an automatic hit. There's no roll. You're just hit, regardless. That I've never seen that before in my life. Blazing Edict. On a d6 roll of 5 or 6, it recharges. Arcane energy emanates from the Marut's chest in a 60-foot cube. Every creature in that area takes 45 radiant damage. Each creature that takes any of this damage must succeed a DC 20 wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the end of the Marut's next turn. And then an ability called Justify. The Marut targets up to 2 creatures they can see within 60 feet of it. Each creature must succeed a DC 20 Charisma saving throw or be teleported to a teleportation circle in the Hall of Coordinates and Sigil. A target fails automatically if it is incapacitated. If either target is teleported in this way, the Marut teleports with it to the circle. After teleporting to the circle, the Marut can't use the action again until it finishes a short or long rest. Jesus Christ, it can just do that to 2 creatures. It's meant to beat the hell out of you there, probably, with the help of other Maruts. No, probably not other Maruts, because they don't need to do that. Only that one Marut does. But here's some abilities that I gave it. I gave it an I-beam, very akin to the Beholder I-beams. It's just a line it's a 30-foot line within it, and any creature going in that 30-foot line takes radiant damage for 48. So it's 48 radiant damage. Sorry, I'm reading it how I wrote it, even though it's supposed to be like my version of shorthand. I completely fucked it up because I failed to read the entire sentence before I started speaking. I gave an ability called Rend, which is more or less just like grabbing you and trying to rip you apart. It's a melee weapon attack, reach of 5 feet, 2d8 plus 9 bludgeoning damage. I put it as bludgeoning, but it's more of a slashing, I guess, or because he's trying to rip you apart. There isn't a tearing damage, so yeah. And then I gave it a thing called Lawful Presence. Any chaotic creatures within 30 feet of the Marut have disadvantage on deception checks. So that's anything that I thought it'd be really cool because it's just one of those passive abilities. So you wouldn't exactly know that you're being under this influence. You just have disadvantage, and like creatures that are lawful are just sitting there like, I just don't fucking believe you. So even if you roll really well on one roll and then you roll really terrible the next one, you're just going to be screwed on that end. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and please subscribe, as I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the year. Every subscriber really does help. Please comment down below in the comment section what you would like to see us do from now on in terms of some videos and stuff. And yeah, that's actually no, the bell notification button. I forgot about that. Please hit the bell notification button as I bring you guys more D&D content in the future. So yeah, thank you guys. See you guys in the next video.